workshop, which is offered by the AICTE, and also I'm sorry, somehow my Zoom got closed. Yeah, that's okay. So we started this follow-up meeting after the October-November eSIP meeting in 2020. Every Wednesday we have this UHV content which we offer in the SIP program. So students who attended the online UHV 1 FDP, SDP, Students Development Program, or those who have attended the SIP in their own colleges, they are attending this. And there are teachers who have been trained in the introductory workshop and conducting this SIP program in their colleges. They're also attending this program to have continuity in self-exploration and to have continuous connection with the content of UHV1. Now we have been in one of the cycles where we discussed in the last Wednesday regarding the other feelings. So we started discussion about the feeling of trust. Trust is to have the clarity that the other wants to make me happy and prosperous. The intention of every human being is same. With this clarity on trust on intention, we discussed about the respect, that is right evaluation. Evaluating the human being on the basis of self, saying that the intention is same for every human being, we further explore within to see that the purpose, program, and potential of every human being is same. And thus we see that the other is similar to me. And then we go on evaluation of the right evaluation of the mutual competence. And there we can see the complementarity with the other human being. So right evaluation of the other human being, seeing that the other is similar to me and we are complementary to each other, is what we refer to as respect. Then affection is the next feeling which we discussed. Affection is to see that the other is related to me, the feeling towards my relative. And as the responsibility towards my relative, as an outcome of this affection, we see the care and guidance. Care is a feeling of towards the body of my relative, towards nurturing and protecting the body of my relative. And guidance is the feeling towards the self of my relative to ensure right understanding and right feeling in my relative, in the self of my relative. So we discussed the content of whether we are focusing upon care only or care and guidance also. And then we discussed regarding the reverence part. Reverence is the feeling towards those people who achieved excellence, the feeling for excellence. Excellence is the completeness of right understanding. And right understanding is understanding harmony at all the 4 levels: individual, family, society, nature, and existence. Then we discussed about glory. Glory is a feeling for those who work for excellence, who work for their excellence. Then gratitude is a feeling towards those who help me in achieving my excellence. Help me in achieving right understanding, right feeling, as well as physical facilities, all those. There are people who are directly or indirectly connected to me who help me in achieving this excellence as well as physical facilities. So I am having this feeling of gratitude to many such people. And then we come to the discussion of love. So when we say this gratitude is the foundation or is the very basic feeling for mutual development, and we started with affection there. Affection is a feeling towards my relative, which we can see with our close ones. But this question was asked, which you see on the screen. Verify on the basis of your natural acceptance if you want to be related to none, one, many, everyone. So if we are related to none, if that is a feeling, then that is opposition to all. If we feel that we are related to one or many, that is the feeling of affection. But if you can see that you are related to all, the feeling of being related to all, that is a feeling of love, the universal value. So when affection is a feeling of being related to the other, acceptance of the other as one's relative, love is a feeling of being related to all. All in the sense, not just the human beings, but all units in the nature. That is why we say love is the complete value. So this is what we have discussed in the last meeting and last few meetings. Then we also have discussed regarding this some preconditioning related to love, a common misunderstanding. Yeah. So excitement from sensation or preconditioning is confused for feeling of love. My imagination is largely guided by this preconditioning, sensation, and natural acceptance, as we discussed in one of the previous sessions. And if I have this lust or infatuation kind of things, that is the attraction based on sensation, attraction of the body based on sensation, then the continuity cannot be ensured. That is what we have seen in the last session also. The continuity of this feeling of lust is not able to maintain, not able to be maintained. So getting from the other is there in lust. Then in the preconditioning part, this may be something which is prevailing in the hostel or it may be prevailing in the society. Infatuation, that is love at first sight. By this age, I must have girlfriend, boyfriend, etc., etc. So with this preconditioning, if the youth is going behind this, then that is there also we do not have any continuity. Whereas if you try to understand the true meaning of love based on right understanding, starting with our natural acceptance, love is a feeling of being related to all, responsible towards all, giving to all, not taking from the other, giving to all, and there is continuity. Because largely my imagination is gathered by this preconditioning and sensation, the youth maybe, or many of us maybe, misinterpreting love as lust or infatuation. So this is the content which we discussed in the last Wednesday meeting. That's why I have given this much recap over here. as you can see here in this circle, love is the part of my natural acceptance. There is a very small part, like this yellow part, is of the imagination is governed by natural acceptance. So if there are some sharing or question regarding what we have discussed till the previous Wednesday meeting, we can share that now. Mic is passed to many of you. Regarding the feelings part, starting from trust, respect to love. If there are some sharing or some questions, we can share that. We can discuss about that now before we pass on to the next content part. Are we able to help ourselves as well as our students to understand the real meaning of love? Are we able to let ourselves as well as our students to understand the real meaning of all the feelings, not just love alone, starting from the foundation feeling of trust to the universal value of love? Yeah. Vijay Kumar ji is typing in the chat box. Yes, thank you. Nice. Are we looking for these feelings from outside, from others, or are we trying to ensure the feelings within? What do we do? Nirupam ji is typing, love does mean feeling of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. Yeah, true. Chamunda is typing within. Yes, within. Ensuring the feelings within, right? These questions were asked, whether the feeling of gratitude comes and goes in one of the previous slides, and whether we are looking for the feelings from outside, or whether we are trying to ensure the feelings within. All the feelings, starting from the foundation feeling of trust, ensuring the trust on intention, to the feeling of right evaluation, to the feeling of affection, care, guidance, reverence, glory, gratitude, love, all this. So nice. If there are some sharing or questions, we can take them, or else we can go to the next content part. Manoj Kumar ji is typing, with love, we can broad the graph of natural acceptance and reducing the other sensation and preconditioning. Yeah, that's what all of us are trying to. What we try is to improve or increase the area of this natural acceptance part. So we say the competence is that part of the imagination which is guided by natural acceptance. So all of us are trying to improve the competence. I'm trying to improve my competence through these discussions, through observing myself every moment. So in the diagram which is shown, the yellow part is a very small area. So, and that is written as love over there. So as Manoj Kumar ji is typing in the chat box, we want to increase that area of yellow to the entire circle. Then I say that my full potential is developed, my full competence is developed. So that the whole content of my imagination is gathered by right understanding. And then I can see the feeling of love fully, completely. So this is the possible, this is the potential of every human being. This is a possibility. Every one of us is working towards that. Whenever some preconditioning or sensation is there with us, we try to verify. And when we verify the preconditioning or sensation, and if we can verify that with our natural acceptance, or if that is in line with our natural acceptance, then they no longer become preconditioning or sensation, they become part of my natural acceptance. But otherwise, if it is just a preconditioning which is not in line with my natural acceptance, then I can reject that. If the sensation is not in line with my natural acceptance, I can reject that. Yeah. For example, lust, getting from the other, infatuation, all those kind of preconditioning. They are attraction, maybe based on the body or based on this preconditioning. So when I go behind just that, then I may not be able to see the true meaning of love. So yeah, I was looking for a slide where this love killing is there, but I think it is not there in this particular set of slides. Okay, anyway, so this love killing which we used to listen, people, whenever there is a breakup, people used to, I mean, the boy or the girl used to stab the other person or try to kill the other person by some means, some way. Is this love? That is happening in our country also very frequently. Yeah. Okay, so I think we can go forward. So once trust, respect, affection, care, guidance, etc. are ensured within, then the feeling of being related to the other or related to all follows naturally. Yeah. So this is what we have discussed in the other feelings part. Gratitude is a feeling for those who have made effort in terms of providing help in the process of my development and my effort for excellence. And love is a feeling of being related to all, the complete value. There are several preconditionings related to love, which need to be rightly evaluated. Okay, so we have a hand raise. I think the mic is not available. Vijay Kumarji, I pass the mic to Vijay Kumarji. Namaste. Yeah, you can speak, Vijay Kumarji. Mic is first.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, namaste.
Hello, sir. Could you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Sir, regarding that sensation, love, without love, that lust and infatuation both are mentioned. The students is asking, sir, even though it's in infatuation or lust, it is everything coming naturally. Why should I stop those things? This is a good question, I think, on that time.
True.
But I will try to them. It is, sir, it is also naturally, it is coming in our feeling. It is coming under the feeling. Why should I control everything? They are asking that type of question. How do I answer? How do we answer that?
Do we ask them to control?
Yes, definitely. I'm not. I don't tell that you should control. You should do like. I'm not telling that.
Yeah.
You have to think, verify. Is it good or not? You have to think first. Then you have to expose anything. Is it the right way? Is it the right thing you are doing? You have to clarify yourself. Then it is a right thing. Then you should go for it. I told like this only, but I didn't tell it's a wrong way. You don't think like this. I'm not telling anything to the students. And this way I'm approaching that. Is it right or not, sir?
Yeah, we never ask them to control anything. We never say that this is wrong or that is right. But
yes.
What is being said is, we say the sensation with the sensation and with the preconditioning, the continuity is not possible.
Yes, sir.
That is all.
Yes.
So sensation is natural, it happens, but
okay,
our youth misinterpret the sensation or preconditioning as love.
They're asking on the question, should I go, I have the sensation, should I go with the sensation or not? Is the sensation is naturally it's coming? Why should not I go with the sensation? They're asking.
Yeah, we got to verify that whether it is naturally acceptable to me. Then you can go with that. For example, the sensation for say taking food.
Okay.
We cannot control that.
And yeah, hungry. When you're getting hungry, we are taking food like that. Like that, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir. If it is naturally acceptable to me, if it is doing some good for my body, you do that. That's fine. But otherwise, we have to see whether it is just a sensation and just a
Okay.
preconditioning, which is not
I
verified.
just I told them just inquire before doing anything. You just inquire yourself. It is when it is you are feeling it's a really right thing. It's really based on the right understanding. It's a right feeling. You have to verify everything. Then you should go for that. I told like this only on that time.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you don't go. You don't feel like that. I didn't tell anything. I want to clarify that. Is it the right way? I discuss with them then.
Yeah, there is nothing called right or wrong here. We
Okay.
don't say anything to believe or not to believe, disbelief.
Okay.
So what we say is that something which is coming through sensation or preconditioning is not continuous to us.
Yes,
Even
sir.
if it is
Valuable
sensation
thing.
of, yeah, even if it is
It's not
sensation of,
continuous. Yeah.
yeah,
So
even if there is
periodical
sensation of hunger, this is also
okay.
not continuous. Once we take the food, the sensation goes off.
Goes up. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Right.
But the sensation is there because the body has to have
Needs.
this nurturing. Yeah, the needs of the
Yeah.
body is to be fulfilled. So that's why
Nurturing
sensation
food.
is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to ensure that we take food,
Okay.
other sensations we can verify whether they are naturally acceptable. If they're naturally acceptable, then you can go by that. That's it.
Okay.
If it is not verified, then we can do accordingly.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. So, yeah, this is the home assignment which is connected to this other feelings part. The second part of other feelings, the gratitude and love part. One is to make a list of people in your family, in the college, and in the larger society who are directly and indirectly participating in fulfilling your needs. That is to see the feeling of gratitude. Then next question is, what is your feeling for them? What is your interaction with them? What is your contribution in terms of understanding, feeling, and physical facility to them? So to see whether we have this feeling of gratitude for all the people who are helping me directly or indirectly, this exercise has been given. Then the third question is distinguish between love and infatuation. So we can also do this as an exercise for ourselves and see for ourselves what are the feelings which are naturally acceptable to me, and which are those feelings which are coming from this sensation or preconditioning. So I have this natural acceptance, that is an endowed feeling, endowed faculty within, with which I can verify whatever information or whatever imagination which is coming to myself and act accordingly. So this possibility is there with every human being, so I can go by that. And every student is having this potential or this possibility. So he or she also can go by this, verify the imagination based on or with reference to natural acceptance. So they can see the feeling of trust to the feeling of the universal value of love, the feeling of being related to every other human being and every other unit in the nature. I am part of this existence. This existence is coexistence. And I am related to every other unit in this existence. So this is what we refer to as love. And if we understand the true meaning of love, then all the other feelings are contained within this. That is why we say this as the universal value. I own everything. Everything, everybody is connected to me. And I am recognizing my relationship with every other unit, every other human being in this existence. And I am fulfilling my responsibility towards every other unit, every other human being in this existence. So this is love. We can also expand this feeling of love, but I'm not going to go into that because this is discussed in higher workshops. So in the SIP part, we discuss up to here. Let us try to help our students also to understand the true meaning of love. Let us first of all understand ourselves and help the students also to understand the true meaning of love, which is continuous. Right. Yeah, if there are some questions regarding this content, we can go by that. Or any sharing regarding the content of feelings, from trust to this love. We can have that. Yeah, Ragnaji Avraru. Namaste.
Sir, namaste, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, very good, Ragnaji. How are
If
you?
you permit me, I would like to put forward my small doubt, sir.
Please. Yeah.
Between selfish love and selfless love, how can we identify? Because nowadays I have been observing some people to get their things done. They pretend that they are having affection and love and other things. Soon after getting their things done, they simply ignore us. That's
What do you
I
think
want
for
to
the people? Yeah, people who
we
are having that kind of a pretension.
We trust their you call pretension, because we are in this side that is trusting them that they are really loving. They have action. Soon after getting things done, they simply ignore what I feel, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What I observed.
So to see that, first of all, let us look within. As far as I am concerned, what is my status?
Yes.
Are these feelings which we discussed in the session are ensured within myself?
Yes, sir.
Then with a feeling of relationship, I can see the other also. If the feeling of trust, the feeling of love are ensured within myself, the feelings which are naturally acceptable are ensured within myself. With that feeling for the other, I can look at the other and see what the other is doing.
Yeah. Yes.
As you say, when I can see that the other is pretending, it is my responsibility and commitment to not to get irritated, but to help the other.
Yes.
Right.
Feeling everyone, sir. Feeling everyone. Good, sir. I thought
for everyone. Feeling for everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes. I thought that I had got that idea. It is connected to physical facility also, physical acceptance.
Yeah, very true. So when this pretension is for physical facility, and if I can see the competence, if I rightly evaluate the mutual competence with the other person, then I can see that the other person is wanting this physical facility for maybe for greed.
Yes.
Right. So if I can see that, and if I provide the physical facility, then that is my lack of competence.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I can work with a feeling of complementarity with the other person, because I can see that the other person is not ensured within the naturally acceptable feelings, but working for physical facility through other means.
Yes, sir.
So if I can help the other person to see the right understanding part, the right feeling part, that is the best thing which I can do if the environment is conducive for me and the other.
Yes, sir.
If it is not, I can wait without I would say without losing my the naturally acceptable feelings.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Ensuring my feelings, I can wait. That's what I'm doing.
Good. Nice, sir.
I always have a feeling of relationship with the other person, irrespective of what the other person is doing.
Expecting nothing in return.
You can expect return means not in the terms of physical facility. I can expect the feelings in return, but even if the feelings are not there, then I'm not perturbed. I'm not disturbed.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Sunil. Thank you.
Thank you, Ragnaji. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
So I think that we can move on to the next session in the SIP part, that is society. So this was the previous one was session 11. Now this is session number 12, society in society. We discuss about this institution, community, etc. Yeah, so before this interaction or before this condensation, we used to discuss this assignment which we have posted in the 11th session. So I'm not going to attempt that. And here we start discussion regarding the concerns. So if you recollect, we have started discussion in the SIP and the UHV 1 part of this SIP regarding the aspirations, the concerns, the fears, the achievements, etc. of the students. And in that, they would have put several things. So some of those concerns are now listed here. And some of these concerns are connected to the society. That is why they are listed over here. So as you can see on the screen, if you read out some of them, one of the concerns is, so far I was protected by my parents, now I have to face the society all by myself. Will I be able to do that? That's a concern. Then how can there be a communal harmony in the society? How can the society be free of crimes, especially crimes against women? How can I play a vital role in making a corruption-free society? There is a vast gap between rich and poor in the society. What could be the solution for this? How do I make my country have better relations with its neighbors? There are several of such concerns. What areas do I pick for innovation and research which can be useful for the society at large? How do I take my parental family and my future family together while on job? Society has various systems: education, health, market, governance, judiciary, media, public services, etc. Can I have a holistic understanding for all these systems and my role therein? So I was just reading those concerns which are listed here. There may be many more. These are all collected from some of the previous students' workshops. All these are connected to the society. And to address these concerns, we will see, first of all, what is a society, and then what is the common goal or common human goal in the society. Will we have a common goal, or will we have differing goals to address these concerns, and how to fulfill this human goal to have a better society, to have a better family, to have a better society, and to have a good nature. I would say finally an undivided society, so that many of these concerns are going to be resolved when we aim at this undivided society. Yeah, if you have more concerns, you can share them. That is the comment here, right? Now this is the present state. If we just go by them, many times we work with a limited vision: me, my family, my job, my career, enjoyment at workplace and in family, etc. But in real life, it is not just like that. We have to face the society in multiple ways. When we do not have a holistic vision of society and we are faced with some disturbing issues, we try to fight against the problems. Many times we start feeling lonely. Yeah, so these are maybe added concerns which are there in the present stage. So are we ready to work with the society, or am I just working with me, my family, focusing upon me, my family, my job, my career, etc., without having a look at what is happening in the society and what is my contribution, what is my responsibility towards my society? Yeah, there are more additions to this present state. One is, can there be a holistic vision for a harmonious society, a harmonious world? Or do I think that I can just work for myself and I cannot have a holistic vision for the society? Unless my vision is clear, how do I pick my role in it? And hence I need to understand the common goal of human beings living in the society together. So what is intended here is to, through these concerns as well as the present state, is to understand the human goal, the common goal of every human being, and try to live accordingly. Yeah, rather than just working for my family, working for me alone, or my job, my career, I can work for the society also. It is not necessary that I have to have this, develop this right understanding fully before I work for society. I can work for my right understanding, try to understand the harmony at my level and all the higher levels, and along with I try to understand the harmony at all the higher levels and try to live in the harmony at all the higher levels. I can also work for the society. I can also work for the higher orders. I can also help the higher orders. This is applicable to everyone. Those who have undergone the UHV 1 program, UHV 2 program, they can work for themselves and they can work for the society also. So we start with this introduction. So in the previous sessions, we have discussed about harmony at the level of individual, harmony at the level of family. We saw that basic aspiration of every human being is continuous happiness and prosperity. Trust is the foundation of every relationship. The trust on intention is the foundation of every relationship. And the feeling of love is the foundation of undivided society. So in our society, there is dividedness. We can see that on several bases. So, but we aim at this undivided society. If we understand this, then we make effort for it individually, in the family and in the larger order. That is the society. So in this session, we want to explore the goal of human being living in society, so that desirable systems required for it may be developed and effectively implemented. So the systems are not covered in this UHV 1 program, but it is there in the introductory UHV workshop and UHV 2 program. It is there. Let us discuss about the human goal part, aiming towards this undivided society. The first part is this: right understanding and right feeling in every individual. What do you think? Is it required? When I say this goal for the society, or the human goal for the society, the common goal for society, whatever, is this part, understanding, right understanding and right feeling in myself, is that required in every individual, or can we straight away go to the society as the first part? Without right understanding in myself, without right feeling in myself, can I work with the society? Yeah. Someone is typing, yes, it is required. So I'm working for this. I'm working for this right understanding and right feeling in myself, so that I can see this happiness in myself. But I may not be able to, I may not be reaching there finally. That's a far-reaching goal. But when I try to work for this right understanding, that is understanding harmony at all the 4 levels, and try to see the right feelings in my own level, in the individual level, and I see my basic aspiration as happiness, I can work for the higher orders also. So understanding and living in harmony is what I am trying to work for myself, and that is what I refer to as right understanding and right feeling. Now, when I work for that, I can work for prosperity in the family also. in my family, I can see how much physical facility is required for nurturing, protecting, and right utilization of the body of all the family members. With the right understanding, I can assess the quantity of physical facility required for my family, maybe in a week or in a month. So I can procure or produce the required quantity. And with my right skills, I can produce or procure. And with the right skills, I can produce more than what is required. So the feeling of having more than what is required is what we refer to as prosperity. The feeling in the self of having or producing more than required physical facility is what we refer to as prosperity. So when I work for this right understanding and right feeling within myself, within the individual level, and I aspire for this basic aspiration of happiness in continuity, I can work for the prosperity of my family. When people having this right understanding and right feeling, or working for this right understanding and right feeling, are there in the family, then the goal of this prosperity automatically follows. So do we need to ensure prosperity in the family? What do you think? Do we need to ensure the prosperity in the family? Yes, thank you. Nice. So to ensure this prosperity in the family, to see the prosperity in the family, yeah, thank you. I have to have this right understanding, ensure this right understanding, work for this. Nice. And when I have this feeling of prosperity, I will also be having this feeling of sharing with others. I know that I have this excess physical facility. So whenever there is a need, whenever I see somebody is deprived, I am ready to share. Prosperity does not mean that I just procure whatever is just adequate for me, but I can acquire more than that with my right skills. And whatever is there in storage with me, I can help the other people with this. So share with the other people whenever they are in deprivation. That is also depending upon the need. So for that also, I have to develop my competence. I have to develop my right understanding. So this is the second part of the human goal, prosperity in every family. Then when we come to the society part, families form society. Several families form a society, let's say. When there is prosperity in every family, the individuals in every family can see that they have more than required physical facility. That is a feeling of prosperity. Then there is no fear because there is no hoarding. There is no feeling that money is everything. There is no kind of assumption that money is everything. And there is no obsession for consumption. So there is fearlessness. When there is prosperity in every family, when there is right understanding and feeling in the individual, there is no domination in that society. So when there is no domination, when there is no hoarding, when there is no obsession for profit or consumption, there is fearlessness, there is trust in society. That is the third part of the human goal. So what do you think? Do we require this fearlessness or trust in society? Do we require this? Yes, Chamunda Ishiji is typing yes in the chat box. Nice. Manoj Bhaiya, Vijay Ji, everyone is typing yes in the chat box. Nice. We require that. That is desirable. But what is happening right now? Is there fearlessness or fear in society? In the present state, current status, there is fear. So we have to work for that. There is dividedness in society. We work for this undivided society, but there is this division in society based on several bases. One such base is, say, the physical facility. Another base is belief systems. There are several such bases on which this division is there in society. One of the reasons may be domination or obsession for consumption, profit, etc. There are several reasons for that. So because of this, all the houses are locked. Whenever we go out, we lock the houses because we fear that somebody else may go into the house, creep into the house, and they may steal things. But in a society where there is no fear, where the families are having, all the families are having this prosperity feeling, then nobody is going to steal anything from anybody else. Nobody is going to snatch anything from anybody else. So there is fearlessness. This is the possibility which we aspire for. So fearlessness or trust in every society, and at the level of the nature and existence, we can see the coexistence. So the nature, by nature, it is in coexistence, and we have to understand this coexistence. Many times we may not be able to see that we are coexisting. Rather, we may see that everything there in the nature is for me. So I can take whatever is there in the nature. I'm not responsible for what is happening in nature. That is resource depletion, pollution. My activities may be leading towards this resource depletion or pollution, but I may not be able to see that. I may not be able to see this coexistence part. So this is, Manoj Kumarji is typing for achieving natural acceptance. But natural acceptance is there. We don't need to achieve that. It is there with me. It is there with everyone. What I want to achieve is the right understanding part. That is what I am trying to aspire for, trying to achieve. Through this natural acceptance, I have this natural acceptance as innate faculty with me, with which I can verify all the proposals coming to me, but I try to ensure this right understanding ultimately. Yeah, so this is what I proposed before you as the 4 parts of the human goal. Right understanding and right feeling in every individual, leading towards my happiness. Prosperity in every family. That is ensured through this right understanding and right feeling in every individual. Then fearlessness or trust in society, where society is composed of these families, and coexistence in nature and existence, where all these units, individual, family, society, are contained within this nature. So every unit in this existence is in coexistence. Now the question is this needed? That is our collective aspiration. Are all these 4 required? What do you think? Or can we just keep something out from this? Are all these required? Yes, all are required. We cannot leave anything out, right? So if we see that all 4 are required, and if we can achieve these 4, all these 4, then would anything else be required? If we set this as our common goal, the goal of every human being in this society, and we explore that all 4 are required, all 4 are desirable, and we cannot leave anything out. And if we achieve all these 4, then would anything else be required? Chamunda ECG is typing, nothing else is required. Yeah. With collective aspiration is what Manoj Kumarji is typing. So we can explore regarding this. If there is anything else which is coming to our self, we can add that if it is not coming into any of these four. Right. So we start with our right understanding and right feeling in the individual. Then when such individuals form a family, prosperity is automatically ensured in the family, because prosperity is part of my right understanding. Then when there is prosperity in the family, in every family, in a society, we don't need to even lock the doors. There is fearlessness or trust in the society. So when there is fearlessness or trust, undividedness in society, then we can naturally see this coexistence in every unit in the existence. Yeah, right, Manoj Kumarji. No other is required. Thank you. But the major question is this: are we working for all these four in society? If you can consider our own family as part of society, what is happening in the family? Are we working for all this? Yes, very nice. So if you're working for all these in the family is a very small part of the society. We can extend that towards the society also. Parameshwarji is typing, yes, absolutely. We all are working together. Very nice, very good. We all work together for our own right understanding and right feeling, prosperity and fearlessness in society, and see the coexistence. Very nice. Now, do we have any questions regarding the human goal? Just jumping on the slide. So, yeah, here. Any questions, any sharing regarding this? The human goal? Vijay Kumarji, over to you. Namaste.
Sir, I need some more regarding coexistence and nature, with nature. So I want to clarify on that. Fearlessness and the trust, we are creating the trust with society. Everything is okay from the basic onwards. Creating right understanding, right feeling. Every individual will get happiness, right? After that, when we are getting more prosperity in every family, we really need on that. It automatically comes. Fearlessness, based on we are creating the trust based on the creating of right understanding and right feeling. Everything will come, right? Okay, after that, coexistence in nature, I want to clarify it, sir.
I will briefly put it because we don't explore that in detail in this UHV 1 workshop, but still, we discussed about this love part. We see that every other unit in the nature is connected to me, related to me, that is love. So if you can see this connectivity with every other unit in the nature, and when I work with the nature, I take these resources from the nature. So when I take resources, I'm also responsible for preserving the nature. But am I doing that? Am I saying that everything which I take from the nature is to be preserved back, is to be replenished back? That is one part of my my work outside, saying that everything is in coexistence. I am in coexistence with self and body, as I can see for myself. I am coexisting as self and body. I am also coexisting with the other human beings. I'm also in coexistence with every other part of every other unit in the nature, and all these units in the nature are submerged in space, and that is what we refer to as existence. Exist, essence. Essence is harmony. Exist means is to be. So everything is to be in harmony. That is what we refer here, where all the units, including the human beings, the very small units like atoms, subatomic particles, the very big units like sun, the celestial bodies, etc., all of them are in coexistence. That is, everything is submerged. And there is three things in submergence. One is the energy is there in equilibrium in the existence, and this is there for every other unit. every unit is active, and there are activities going on within because of this energy which is there in the existence. So in the space, if we go on explaining regarding that, it is going beyond the discussion of this particular UHV one. Anyway, what I can tell you is that all the units in the existence, they are having a particular rhythmic movement. There is a self-organization for every unit in the nature, which we can observe. For example, the solar system. The Earth is revolving, rotating around its, rotating with respect to its axis, and it is revolving around the sun. We don't need to do anything upon this. It is happening automatically. And also, if you look at the entire existence, the whole existence, all the units in the existence, they are existing because they are in relationship with every other unit in the existence, in the nature. And in the space, everything is in coexistence. So to see that, we have to have this right understanding, and we have to develop the competence. But what the human beings are doing currently is they're trying to exploit the nature. They see that, like what we see in the next slide. So here what we see is, maybe towards the end of this, towards the right side, we can see the mastery part, the exploitation part. They cannot see the coexistence, so they see that everything is for the human beings. So they try to master upon the nature, try to exploit the nature. And as a result, we can see this resource depletion and pollution in the nature. But the resources in this earth, as we can see, they are for every human being, and they are for every other unit. Yeah, I think Parameshwari ji has to say something. You can please go ahead before we close. Parameshwari ji,
yes, happy Starlit sir. Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please go ahead.
Is my voice is audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. The word co means together. Okay. Existence means we are all surviving in this old world. Okay. So coexistence means each human being must share their space with all the creatures of God, like plants, animals, and each and everything. Okay, from microorganisms to macroorganisms. If we humans ready to share only, if each and every thing will survive in this world. That is the thing that they are telling, that coexistence in harmony. Harmony means, healthy living we are having in this world universe. So the word itself explains everything, the term itself.
Very true. Very true. Nice. Thank you. Good. Yeah, in fact, we expand that into the submergence part in the space, but it is going to be a long discussion if we go on to that. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Didi. Yeah, so we will discuss regarding this in human society and human society in the next discussion. So we can close the discussion here because it is already time. If there are some immediate questions, we can take them up. Otherwise, we can close the meeting here.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, for coexistence, could I take it as oneness in everything? I see everything as an one. I am in everything. Like that, I can take it.
I am related to everything.
Okay,
I am
right.
having this energy because I am in coexistence with every other unit in the space.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for this enriching experience in this Wednesday evening. We can close the meeting. Over to you, Parishit ji, for the closure part. Thank you.
Ji, thank you, Sunil Bhaiya, for this enriching session. We certainly like to have more and more such sessions. So let's respect the circadian rhythm and we call it a day, and we'll meet again to all the course for next Wednesday, same time, 7:30 p.m. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.